up on the things I lack. I don't ever wanna lose you now, 'cause I don't think I'll make it here without, 'cause it's you and only you. It's you and only you. It's you and only you. First time I've got home, I don't ever wanna lose you now. I don't think I'll make it here without. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I don't think I'll make it here without, 'cause it's you and only. Because it's you and only you.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole? Florida is no stranger to world-class sports, and as of 2022, the USA's Sunshine State is now on the F1 calendar. Welcome back to the Magic City for the Miami Grand Prix. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Falcon lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Albon, Bottas, Joe, Oscar Piastri and Logan Sargent. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter. Now use DRS now available. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate, right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
Here we are Well then, a phenomenal Miami Grand Prix, and what a great show of skill from our race winners today.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
It seems as if you have a new rival. This is the perfect opportunity to show the world why you belong in this sport, and to show me why you belong amongst my very exclusive clientele. That's a joke. I love working with you.
Okay, mate, I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Welcome along everybody to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us. With qualifying complete, all that remains now. Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Falcon lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hamilton, Stroll, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, Sargent and Yuki Tsunoda. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Now, you'll remember back from your racing days, Ant, working with the team and getting to know them is oh so important. And that's what this driver's going through at the moment.
Absolutely, Crofty. It's new for yourself when you arrive maybe into a new team, or you might be an established driver or a rookie. It doesn't matter. Getting to know a whole group of people, a team that works around you, it's vital to get the best out of each other. And in that return, your performance on track improves as well.
Okay, as you know, this is the team's home race, which means it's extra important. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Okay, as you know... Mind that front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. Okay, mate, after that front wing damage, we've got to look after it now. Please protect the front wing. Come on. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
They take the checkered flag then here in Imola in what has been another outstanding Grand Prix.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one. Woo! Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys! Woo! Just want to say thanks to all the haters. This one's for you. Oh, maybe the other driver should turn up next time. Quite a lonely drive. Are you not entertained? That's quite boring, actually. I want a bit more action. Thank you. I need a moment. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so desperate for the toilet right now.
One of the most demanding circuits on the calendar. We're back here in Monaco, ready for another weekend of classic motorsport action. Plenty of data to find here in practice. A very warm welcome.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. got that confirmed. 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 Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Each race on the calendar must feature the least number of laps required to exceed 305 kilometers. Monaco is the only circuit to not adhere to this regulation, with the drivers here completing 78 laps to exceed 260 kilometers. McLaren have a very successful history here in Monaco, taking home more wins than any other constructor. The first of which was in 1984. McLaren went on a very successful run.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of 19 corners, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Falcon lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Magnussen, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, and Logan Sargent. Now it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you. And yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style. But essentially, they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do. And it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
Okay, you know this, but this track needs a lot of downforce, and as such, we're not going to have quite the same top speed as other circuits. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more powerful. So try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please. Right, this track needs a lot of downforce, so we won't have as much top... briefing enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
boys!
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
They've done it then. They've won here in Monaco with an emphatic performance and a victory they can be proud of for many years to come.
And they're just starting to make it look easy out there. Now a hat-trick of wins. They're out there ahead. They've got the momentum on their side. And it's for the others now to try and up their game to stop that energy that they have.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us?
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else. And the meeting went well, too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
Okay, mate, I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but I'm afraid to say that some of them have failed quality control. We're going to need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here in Canada at the wonderful Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Who's going to come out fastest of all in the next hour? Yes, it's time for qualifying. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles per hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions, and watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and that final chicane. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Falcon lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Leclerc, Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Bottas, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Joe, and Logan Sargent. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, you know us. Professionals as we are, we don't listen to rumours all the time, just some of the time. And in the case of this driver, I think we were right to listen to those rumours because they were true.
Well, every driver has their own characteristics and how they deal with these situations, but a lot of it may have to do with whether the seat they're in currently is secured or not. And I would say to these drivers, try not to think too much about it. Make sure you focus on your performances on track, because that's what's going to make the difference.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, mate, right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Awesome driving today. That's 4 race wins in a row.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix.
Wow, 4 wins in a row. I mean, I do say wow, but I'm not that surprised because it is the 4th one in a row. Maybe this is getting a little too predictable. Come on, competitors, step it up.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world, do you feel the need? The need for speed? Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. So many eventful races here in Barcelona over the years. Do you remember Max Verstappen's first win on debut for Red Bull here in 2016? 2 years before, we had the dramatic coming together of Hamilton and Rosberg going towards turn 4. There's always a treat in store as we head back to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, and it hasn't been used since 2007. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Falcon lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have, and alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yes, for sure. It is never nice to be on the receiving end of that teammate battle.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, mate, I know you've had a couple of offs, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and let's just focus on keeping the next few laps within the white lines. Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one. There's a long way to go in this race, though, so keep your head down. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Final lap, push, push.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
A real team effort then, which has paid off in spades. A great victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix.
That is a 5th win in a row in this season. I don't know if anyone else can stop them, but honestly, I wish someone would because this is getting slightly predictable.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action, but with more races lined up. High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix. It's wet here today and we're expecting those downpours to continue. This will make for a difficult sprint for all the teams. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 to the right and 3 to the left, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Falcon lines up on pole position, and alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not.
Yeah, they have, and it's, rule number one, beat your teammate. They're the one that share the same equipment as you, and yes, the cars can vary and set up from race to race and depending on who has which style, but essentially they're your barometer, the yardstick. If you can beat them, that's the first job you have to do, and it looks like it's going their way, doesn't it? And they need to carry on this momentum, this energy through the rest of the season.
As we can
lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Well done, mate, well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. High up in the mountain. Welcome from the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a short lap here in Spielberg with just 10 corners, 7 to the right and 3 to the left, making up the total distance of 2.6 miles. And expect to see a lot of cars running wide today, especially through the last corner, as the wet conditions make the cars skittish through the downhill sections. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Perez, Magnussen, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Tsunoda, Joe, Ocon, Sargent, Falcon, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today. Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the
Okay, it's going to be tough to finish in the top half today. There's no major expectation on you, so just give it everything. That's all we can ask. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. That looked bad, are you alright? Let me know you're okay. Right, we might be looking at... Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. We had an issue attaching the front wing. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres. watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay mate, tyres are wearing at quite a rate here mate, please try and look after them. Yeah, really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Good job, nice overtake. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, mate. Right, that front wing damage is going to hurt us. We've really got to look after it now. Let's put everything into protecting that front wing, please. Tyre condition still looking good. Gap to your teammate behind, 2.4 seconds. Okay, really good. You hit that target nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
A fantastic team effort then to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing.